So, welcome back everybody to the Ace Attorney Trilogy second game. I was talking about how this game has an infamous history with me, and that I considered this the game that made me pause the series. And then I feel like as a sign of how things will go, OBS froze and crashed for the first time, I think literally ever in 2.5 years, it has crashed on stream. So, oh boy, we're in for a treat, I guess. So, I will warn you, chat, there are elements of this game I am not a fan of, in particular involving one character. And when we come to that scene, I will make a comment on it. I'm not okay with it. I will play through it for the sake of getting to the next game. But I am not thrilled about an introduction of one character doing a very specific thing. So we're going to do our best to get through. Hopefully we'll see some quality of life improvements when we're comparing the first game to hopefully an improvement in UI. I honestly forget how much they update the UI. I've technically played through most of this game before, but that final case for this game was basically maddening. So I'm very curious what chat will think of the villains and or the cases themselves as we go through. And hopefully chat will find some entertainment from it. So yeah, we're gonna... I almost said Trials and Tribulations again. But we're gonna be playing Justice for All. Which I kind of like is almost literally the same font as Ace Attorney. And then Trials and Tribulations is just a little different. Well, anyway, chat, let's dive in and see what they have to give to us. No, Calvisham, no. I wish, Calvisham. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Let's begin. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. We just got ended by the judge, apparently. I don't think you want to see it, to be honest, Calvisham. September 8th, 9:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Good, I finally found it. Talk about a close call. Hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. I wasn't expecting auto-advancing dialogue there, to be honest with you, chat. That took me by surprise. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. ... Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? A very ridiculous policewoman. What's with the hat? Like, the feathers, like, whatever, but, like, why the tiny hat with the feathers? Thought maybe I had done something wrong. But what are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? Placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Oh, because her name is Bird, that's why she's got the feathers. See what they did there, chat. Life in my hands? You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty! Not guilty? To show the forehead while still wearing a hat? Thanks, probably, I don't know. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. Yeah, I'm sure she won't when we don't remember the case. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, really love to watch court proceedings. I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? I'm acting really strange and you keep staring at me. Making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how could you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh no, chat. Well, chat, I would say, you know, amnesia is a new thing for Phoenix Wright, but him knowing nothing is kind of, modus operandi for Phoenix Wright. The trial will begin shortly, says the bailiff. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Exactly. It's Terrace Pharma. The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Things you don't want to hear from your defense attorney. Anyway, before the game prompts us, let's check the court record. So we got the attorney badge. It's my all-important badge. It shows I'm a defense attorney. We have the cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Also, look at the size of that cell phone, jeez. Justin's autopsy report. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. We have glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Take a look at the profile. We have Maggie Bird, or it could be like Maggie Bird. Trying to think what the pun would be there. Age 22. My client. The only thing I recall is that she's a policewoman. And then we have Dustin Prince, like Dusting Prince. I see what they did there. Age 30. The victim and a policeman. It seems he was dating the defendant. I'm gonna just call her Maggie Bird. Yeah, maybe they're... yeah, maybe it's supposed to be... There's no, like, P sound in there. That's why I'm a little confused. Yeah, like, maybe, like, Maggie... I don't know. I see what you mean, but it's, like, not... It's, like, missing a sound in the pun. And that girl said to prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Mating bird, since the victim is the boyfriend. Okay, I can kind of see that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? And he gulps. September 8th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Bang. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I'm pretty sure we have to hit no here. I'm gonna say no. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Why bother asking you to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. Hope you've not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Bang, chat. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to a policeman? Chat saying defense attorneys are a dying breed, so no, there aren't any around. Chat saying, Payne again, yeah. We have the tutorial lawyer here yet again.
It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove the guilty parties none other than the defendant.
And if she lost, she could call for mistrial because the defense lawyer is an idiot. Yeah, pretty much. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again? Thinks Phoenix.
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Mercy. No mercy, chat.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? He didn't get fired, good for him. Oh no. The court system is indeed a three-ring circus, I agree, chat.
Yes, sir. Moy was a trainee. He was always watching out for me, sir.
Indeed, Chad, we did learn nothing as well.
He's such a wonderful guy, sir. Never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Oh, yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? You have it, Phoenix. Right, it's right there. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. This court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Let's make sure it's updated this time. No. We learned nothing between games. It's fine. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing. Oh my gosh, they had a preliminary hearing? Is that the... Are they introducing new scale and scope to the trials in Phoenix Wright? When did that happen?
A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Yeah, I was gonna say, what the heck indeed. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? I love how we just, we should say no again. There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Yeah, it's the glasses. See, unlike Phoenix Wright, I remember how to lawyer up, apparently. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? Thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. Help you through this. Wow, it is so not your job. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Way ahead of you. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. A professional sport of court trials. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. I hit the right button. Nice try though, bird. Tab, huh? Really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. I mean, you wouldn't be the least qualified legal aid we ever had on the trial so far. Sadly there. How long until she screams she wants to represent herself? Not too long, I imagine. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. Already did that. What was it again, Tab? All right, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? I like that I could say a police badge, but we know it's the glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. I feel like they're like, you did it, Phoenix. You looked at your own evidence. Yay. I know. Sadly, we can't present to him the attorney badge. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. He held on to them as he fell. Phoenix, ... Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence on that same day. I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Bang, chat. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness testimony, decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, and he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Oh, okay, listen, chat. Listen. We already know who the person is. We saw the obviously evil antagonist. But did they really think he... Okay. Oh yeah, he had all that time in the world, Chad. Let's go. I mean, if he broke his neck and wrote all that, I would be very impressed. Right, Chad? I'm just saying, like, especially if he landed like that, like, you wouldn't even want to lift your head if your neck was broken. So even if we were to assume he somehow didn't basically die on impact, why would he ever write it above his head like that and not in front of him where his eyes were facing? My disbelief is he's used cursive? That's true. Apple Kappa says, oh shoot, this game, indeed. I don't like saying it, but it's clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence, and the glasses, It's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Oh, I also just realized something else really stupid about this, which I did forget about this case. So I'll call it out, chat, since I forgot and I'm a big dumb. Well, we were just making fun of her name. Oops, they spelled her name wrong. So not only is this just incredible, but oops. Oops, didn't spell the name right. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 2, a photo of the area around the victim's hand. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
It'd be funny. It would actually be funny if it turned out that she did do it, but she purposely told him the wrong name. Wouldn't that be hilarious? So down into the seeds of the jury, chat. Do it.
How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Bang.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure. What am I supposed to do? I'm surprised she hasn't corrected them. You would think. Given that he's pretending not to know her, you think she would have said something. I agree.
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
Yes, there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie?
But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective.
That sort of looked like a scatterbrain.
So says Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Okay, pot calling the kettle black there.
Doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Like at the expose park. You're gonna expose them.
Bang.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right.
Oh yeah, for sure, Calvision. We're in tutorial trial mode. Well, is there one where she directly references her own name? Yeah, let's just present. See, like, okay, I almost fell for a trap. I almost presented the photo, but I think what I need to present is the profile. I almost did an oopsie. Objection! Oh, is that not it?
What is it?
What? What's come over me? Finger point, chat.
Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush!
Heard it, chat. Phoenix Wright getting getting his adrenaline fix in the courtroom.
Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
Oh! I don't know if I quite want to make his voice that annoying. I remembered it was somewhat annoying from the first time we played, but objection! I feel like chat would chat would just like mute the stream audio. We'll make it annoying, but not quite like that.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! Looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on in here? I have no idea either, sir. Chad, I think we're in the courtroom of the least confident characters in the game. You can do so by pressing tab. Indeed. we have everybody that should be fired all in one room. How convenient. Everyone in the Phoenix Wright universe is illiterate. That's fair. I sometimes question that too. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie, E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of the facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Objection! But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Objection! May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No! Bang. This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify for the court. The relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. Something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what I should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Alright, chat. Well, I have a note for achievements. Apparently, if I press on this statement, which has nothing to do with the rest of the case, I'll get mind your own business, pal. Alright, so they were even talking about marriage. Is the line I need to press on. Hold it! Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. There we go. So now let's actually focus on what we should press. Add a present. I could press on present, but it's either one of these two statements I need to press on. I'm gonna guess it's the 2 months one. Let's press on it on this one. Hold it. Over 2 months ago. Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Oh, is it like a baseball mitt or something? Actually, Your Honor.
Oh man, he actually'd him.
The glove in question is a baseball glove.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove. Let's press them further. We need more evidence, I think.
Just now, I believe you said the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah, actually, gee, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made?
Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Objection! Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there was little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case?
We're gonna say, of course, it's relevant.
I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max.
I love that even she knows we're just BSing our way through the courtroom.
Wow, Phoenix, you're as incompetent as I remembered.
Remember the laws of submitting evidence? I don't think that's ever gonna come up ever again. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have to say specifically what case it was. I'm pretty sure we just ignore that for every other game going forward.
Now this is the Mr. Wright I know.
I was just joking you were gonna say that line, jeez. The bar is so low for our character.
So happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Pressing people.
Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Bang.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Welcome, Zero Raider. Hope you're doing well.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna make a prediction. I played this a long time ago. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I don't remember this game very well outside the final trial. So here's where I'm gonna guess where they're gonna go with it. And maybe chat had the same feeling when they saw this glove. I'm going to guess it's a right-handed glove, right? And if we look at, was it crime scene photo 2? If at any point they say the thing that he wrote with his hand, we're gonna put doubt on it. And also, I was wondering why there was that weird indent near his hand. It would make sense if he fell with his glove originally and they took the glove off. That would make sense why there's that little curve near his thumb there. Anyway, that's where I think the case is going.
It's rather yellow, isn't it?
Baseball glove added to the court record. Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. The theory is quite bananas, indeed.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
Uh-oh, one other reason. The case of the banana glove, exactly. They do love the left-right switch up, indeed they do.
I think this court has heard enough.
Oh, Judge, we're only on trial 1. We have so much more to go.
It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir.
Witness testimony. Writing on the ground.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion.
So we don't get to rotate the evidence at this point.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I already said what I'm gonna try to look into. I don't think we should really press on any of these. I guess I'm just gonna present the baseball glove here directly. I mean, honestly, we never really established that he was wearing the glove. So I don't feel like this is quite the gotcha we're hoping for. But we're gonna object here anyway.
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. That is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be?
The music stopped and the light bar faded out means we got it. Yeah.
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. Never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I never understood what hand they caught with in baseball. That one's a little beyond me. That's something I never pay attention to. So sure, we'll count that. We'll count that as a Phoenix win, I guess.
Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
I mean, it's called being ambidextrous, Phoenix. This isn't exactly like a nail in the coffin that we're going for.
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a second.
You're so stupid, chat. I love it.
Don't forget the victim was left-handed. Objection! I object.
But was the victim ambidextrous or left-handed? Exactly.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. Left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand.
But what if they're ambidextrous? Phoenix, no. We're getting trapped.
Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Bang, 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 chat.
Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible this name was written by the victim himself.
I don't know about you, chat, but writing in maybe the G's are a little complicated, but writing with your opposite hand in very big letters is not as hard as you think it would be. It's the fine-tuned motor control that makes it hard, but the fact that it's like as big as this hand, it's like, yeah, that's not as hard as you think that is.
And that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible! Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright.
I mean, the prosecution has presented... I mean, we're just making all sorts of assumptions at this point.
Phew, feel like I could breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Huh, well, thank you, sir. Don't compliment Phoenix. See, got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. No, the judge is just really dumb. His standard is really, really low. That's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Oh, no. We should give up being a lawyer. We are just really insanely lucky, and/or we cheat with spirits. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire, thinks Phoenix. Bang, chat. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant... Objection! No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. Well, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? Bang. And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Bang, 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 chat. Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Then we just see Phoenix, right, like running to the nearest playground again. Afterward, I will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. Need more information. Hope to see what I can find out during this recess. Can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Yes, we presented very basic facts and solutions / problem solving skills. Court is adjourned for recess. Bang, chat. We're now innocent by means of banana glove, to be continued. Would you like to save my progress? Sure, why not? Oh, that's gonna be annoying because it's in the top slot. I don't want to get rid of our other data, but it's probably gonna happen at some point unintentionally, chat, just to warn you. September 8th, 11:43 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Amnesia? Can't believe my lawyer is trying to defend me in such a state. Sue him, sue him, sue him. Phoenix ... Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry. I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. Heard you could fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Please tase him. I would love if you actually tased him. Come on, lower your head a little. Maggie kick should be all you need. Kicking him in the head is all. You know what? I'll accept that too. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I mean, Phoenix has already been tased once. That's true. Maybe he'll have a flashback to getting zapped in the police district. Or, excuse me, whatever. You know what I mean. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Oh, I see what he did there, but shh. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. Yes, Phoenix. I heard untreated head injuries are just, things you can just kind of leave for later. For now, do you think you could fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix, right? What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. Tell you what, sir. Have this back. Maybe it'll help. This is a business card? Got this from you. It's my most prized possession.
Oh, that's just sad.
You could borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay, there's some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
Oh, are we gonna call the cell phone and then it's gonna go off in court? Phoenix's business card. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back.
Guess for now, we should stop talking about me. And start talking about this case. This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. Picked up a lost cell phone while on the walk with Dustin.
Oh no, chat, she's got the blue Badger shirt. Phone ...
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring.
Beep.
Hello? Oh, thank you. Been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. Clean up and I could give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't get your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Ness and I waited for the person to show up. They never did. So where is the phone you found now? Gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up... I don't know who's saying this line. I guess we'll find out in a moment, but... Ah! You were here all along! Oh, never mind. Apparently she's back.
You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. When I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Now who in the heck is this? Unfortunately, I remember Phoenix. Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? What if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super-important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list?
It's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
Names list added to the court record. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? Let's take a look now. The business card. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Names list. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Anyway, everything else is the same there. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
Where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. Hope I'll never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya. Actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
Guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Bang. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, let me say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court might be a little lenient on.
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls this next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, all right, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me university student would be the truth, but as a gift of the son of evil's death, everything in life is to be the most highest top-grade quality. I'm merely looking for the perfect, top-notch, unbeatable status. Some rigorous...
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
What is he? A human chatterbox? Well, it's certainly hard for me to read it out loud fast enough. I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Uh-oh, I like how he said glasses. Oops. Probably shouldn't have said that. Glasses? You aren't wearing glasses. Bang, chat. That's enough. Your name, witness. This guy, he exists, yeah. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you're attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I'm in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know, you... Judge bangs the gavel. What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. Uh-oh, what I saw that way. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. Is his name Biff? I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up. There I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there.
The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
Oh no, not the banana, chat.
That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes. She really is innocent. That can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. Bang. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies.
Well, Chad, I'm pretty sure you saw the contradiction. I'm not even about to pretend that Chad did not see the contradiction. Where is it in the sentence? Gotta look out for the falling bananas, chat. Well, I believe the only right thing to do at this point is to present the banana.
Objection! Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw, right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? I don't think you could use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove?
Ooh, the shakes. It's got the jitters. The whole court case is bananas, indeed.
Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Oh my gosh. I am so tempted. I'm so tempted to press that response. Oh my gosh. You know what? You know what, chat? I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll say loves bananas. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas. ... from the judge. ... from Payne. Everybody ... Nick. Hope you noticed the icy glares we're getting from everyone in here. What in the world do you mean? I'll have you know I like strawberries much better than bananas.
Welcome, Nate. Hope you're doing well.
Whoops. Think it over one time and try again, Mr. Wright. This witness.
Oh. Oh, wow, we didn't even get a penalty for that? Seriously? Wow, tutorial trial is so nice to us. So we're gonna say has bad eyesight.
By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Well, why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Objection! Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean.
Oh, he's going to town. Look at his bottom lip, chat. He's biting it.
You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo for the theories. Sure, in the end, we'll find out it's not a glove, it's fact banana, but when we move farther, there's enough room for doubt, don't you think? And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. You're both 2200. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible, right?
20/200? Oh no. That's, That is certainly something.
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
Oh, Payne's voice is something else for sure.
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then?
I believe that's categorized as bad. Yeah, I think you're legally blind if it's that bad. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure that is legally blind. So yes, you should not even be walking around at all here. Wellington, ... exclamation marks though. How about it, witness?
You are an unrelenting, evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc and put her to death. She was brave and courageous to be caught by horrible and righteous people. While she did anything wrong, she was so gruesomely burned at the stake. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Oh, he like choked himself there. Objection. The height difference was only 9 feet. It's very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Chat Googled, he is indeed legally blind. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's pretty bad. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Witness testimony, what happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Gee, chat. I wonder if there is a way to know what time he died. There could be anything, chat. And also, that difference of 6:28 versus 6:45 is pretty ridiculous. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands. They showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was up on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. Judge says, you may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. Sure. Well, let's poke holes in what happened next. So, anyways, we were kind of pointing out there. See, well, I'm tempted to show photograph number 1. I think I have to lead into that. So, we're gonna have to present the direct contradiction that if he said it was 6:45, I believe we could present the... See, this is where, like, when I first played the game, I think I remember making this mistake because it said 6:45 and I presented on the 6:28, but that was not the correct solution, if I remember correctly. I think it's actually this one I presented to. And this is where I'm talking about, where there's definitely, like, different statements that they say where it seems like you should present the evidence there, but you don't. I don't think it ends in this one. I'm gonna guess that it's this one because I remember making mistakes when I first played this game blind. Objection. Mr. Wellington, could you please take a look at this? As I think we're more establishing whether or not it was immediate, I guess. You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Objection, chat. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. Objection. 15 minutes is hardly what I would have called a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone. I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth.
Oh, that's even worse.
A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open up all the layers of Matryoshka doll.
I think I've had one of those. Those nesting dolls, I believe they're also called.
You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy?
You lost it.
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard of all genius have a strange quality or two? By rationale, I'm a genius. I don't think that... Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone. Could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, that's because you're stupid, Phoenix. What should I do now? Well, we're obviously going to question further.
Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Huh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is. It sure would be a shame if someone called called Phoenix's number and then it turned out to be Phoenix's phone. Surely that would be a plot twist of the century. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone.
Wow, they are just...
I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up.
Charge him for carrying a lethal weapon? Maybe.
At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it.
I love how, like, none of them are, like, putting together the clues, like, how we were outside the courtroom, and then the police woman was saying how somebody called saying they lost their phone, and they waited for said person to show up. There's not at any point in our internal monologue do we bring that up. We just forget it conveniently. We're pretty bad at our job, is what I'm getting at, chat.
Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
I'm gonna say there is something.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe there ever was a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you?
Objection, chat.
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. All right, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Well, I mean, it's literally the other image. Like, I almost thought we were going to be presenting the time because the time is closer to 7 when the photo was taken. But, I mean, the phone booth's right there. I guess you could say the phone booth was shedding some light on this situation as the light shines on it. Anyway, let's go present it. Take that.
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. The crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you.
I would love if none of us got it. What was the voice direction of Payne's actor? Was he told it was a banshee or a gremlin? I think so. I could imitate his voice. I feel like it would annoy chat outside of when he says objection.
No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ugh! Bang, 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 chat. Order, order. Objection! What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? Objection! The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. What is that, says Blue Dana? Exactly. That is the reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said she was going to return it to him. So there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he's looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Oh, don't worry, Judge. We're not having any thoughts over here. We're Phoenix. Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Well, I'm sure Chad has figured this out, but there was indeed something he was probably doing for 15 minutes. And we're gonna say yes, I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Chad says, God, with how hard it was to explain Blitz and Budana, imagine trying to explain a phone booth to him. It's impossible. It's okay. Bang. Also, I like how phone booths have made a resurgence apparently in future not Tokyo. Yeah, we're going to, I mean, like, very loose spoilers coming up, but we're going to go into the, oh yeah, we're totally not in Japan, wink, in like a case. When you see where we go with one of the cases, you're gonna be like, come on, this is supposed to be the US? I think not. Like, nice try, Japan. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. Gotta remember, this is obviously America. Eat your hamburgers. Apparently. I haven't played any of the Apollo Justice games, so those will be blind. If we play those, I'm sure it'll be a struggle for me. So I'm on the fence. Even Trials and Tribulations, I think, would be purely blind outside of achievements. All right, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Oh wow, we're getting our first potential penalty. There you go. Face the flag and salute. There you go. You got it. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Uh-oh, chat. Please present to the court the one piece, yayo chat, of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Oh, I want to present the badge. But, I think it should be pretty obvious to chat. I'll give chat a moment to think about it for people that have not played the game before. This is the first time we have to think very slightly, but not very hard. It's still pretty straightforward. So we'll go through our evidence very briefly here as a reminder, but yeah, there's only one option. It's the glasses. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Be sure to come sit at the traditional American katatsu. That's also true. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find? Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. Oops. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Bang, bang, bang. Order, order. And now wait a second, hold on. I I didn't confess to confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. Your Honor, entrapment, pretty much. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Bang, bang, bang. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course. This is precisely what I'm doing. Ah! He strangled himself, chat. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. Okay, I mean that's technically used correctly, I wasn't expecting that phrase. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah, this is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Bang, chat. Order, order. Objection! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. I mean, he's not wrong. We are kind of a joke in the courtroom. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. Oh no, chat. We're at this rate, we're gonna be like, what, a fourth-rate duelist? It's gonna be so bad. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? I miss Maggie. Maya had her time to shine. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm not a big fan of Maya. Sorry, Maya lovers. I'm not one of them. Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? Yeah, he's doing his best Kaiba impression on us. We already know this was not written by the victim himself. Oh, excuse me, chat. I think it's third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck or something. Sorry, let me correct that quote slightly. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Now go, Blue Eyes White Autopsy Report, pretty much. Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? Maggie. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Anyway, this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand. Yes. This just happened in the This just happened in the lobby. This isn't even like guessing what happened. Like this happened like 5 minutes ago. It'd be best if I could prove the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? So we saw that she got in contact with the owner, but they never showed. Let's present. Take that. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? How did you? Objection. Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, Where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. There's just a flashback to the hello. You get to witness the Blue Badger shirt briefly. Yeah, I'm not reading this again. This just happened. This just happened, chat. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the... Meiji. I will say Meiji just to make it distinguishable. My client's name was Meiji. The name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded. Ah! There we go. Now we'll call her Maggie for the rest of the trial. Bang. Order, order. Objection! But Your Honor, witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Like the Phantom of the Opera theme? Not quite. Not quite Phantom of the Opera. More, I think, Bach, but... Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? ... chat. It's very simple, Your Honor. Uh-oh, ... exclamation mark, chat. Are you sure, Nick? I said I can't offer an explanation. Then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. Well, I mean, we're gonna present Phoenix's business card. No, we're gonna present the names list. Take that! Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list. These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. We have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. The list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and the names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. Whoa, what? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're just like that. Oh, I missed. Oh, he's just rambling again. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us about what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is an unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is looking into the group, a victim of that group, a member of the group. Well, imagine being shot down for nearly half the trial by the judge. Yeah, that shows how bad he is, that he's the one that gets shot down, and then later on, we are the ones that get shot down. Oh no, chat trying to do a blue badger emote. Oh no, chat's craving things apparently. We'll say a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. Anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. Bang, 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 chat. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Objection. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said this exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Why are we going back another... Why are we flashbacking to the same scene twice in one courtroom trial? It really wasn't that long ago. I guess we'll highlight that he's still searching for his phone. Defendant had already promised she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a very valid point. What does the defense think about this? Think about it logically, then it makes sense. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, you think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well... I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? It's the attorney's badge. Okay, so I think we presented everything we need to present here. I'm going to assume it's because he was in uniform, he's mad. So I'm going to present Dustin Prince directly here on this statement. Of course, says chat. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his day right after his shift was over. No time to change. He went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with the policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the police would ask a few questions before returning the phone. I'd do anything suspicious. He might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you were saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Bang. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I
I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are. Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. He's doing well, chat. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! Ah, that guy's really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that group. Or they're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I found it already. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. Oh, Phoenix, if you didn't have a third-rate education, you understand what I meant by third-rate education. You're right. And you can't be sure it is mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it is meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. Can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Victim and trial, you're not even the defendant, exactly. You're a third-rate lawyer dealing with in fourth-rate evidence. There, yeah, there we go. There's the completion. We've now Phoenix-fied the quote. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe? The phone's stored numbers. We're gonna say... probably fingerprints on the phone. I got it. We should check it for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wow, we're actually stupid. Why don't we just... Oh, look, there's some blood on the phone. Let's just go clean that up. No, you fool. Everyone's had their hands on that phone. Wiped it. I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. It's so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. Oh. So, no matter what we would have said there, he would have recovered. So I don't think it really matters here. It must have glitched because of all the numbers just magically disappeared. You gotta be joking. Erase all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. No, Phoenix. Mr. Wellington. What's this? The tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. Of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my, now I remember. Shocked Phoenix face. I can picture the song. I'm actually still thinking of the song title. This will bother me for a little bit.
think about it more. Huh. Looks like they hung up. We're flashbacking here. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but... No, it's not at all, Phantom. If you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I just don't remember what that song is called specifically. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Yeah, it's a famous classical piece. I just don't remember what the title of it is offhand. It'll come to me at some point. Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? It's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. It is Toccata and Fugue. I was hesitant to say it. I'm like, is it? I feel like I'm throwing it out there. As I'm like, obviously it's not Moonlight Sonata, but I'm like, it's one of those classic ones. Thank you. I was gonna double check later. I was literally gonna play it after this case to Google what my guess was. But you saved me a Google search. Thank you. Because I heard remixes of that in a game called... I was about to say Beyond the Horizon, but that's not what it's called. Oh well. But I heard a remix of that song, and that's why I was like, I'm literally going to look up that game's soundtrack, because it had that song in that playlist. They had like a very electric remix of it. So it would have been easy for me to check based off of that, but that's unfortunate. Anyway, the court hereby concludes the cross-examination. The music is in the Phantom of the Opera. I don't think of it when I think Phantom of the Opera. If you're talking about some movie version or something like that, then I have no idea. I will tell you from the Broadway perspective, no. I will say no. It's not on the soundtrack. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just let it go at that? Wait and see. No. Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Objection! Oh yeah, if you're talking about a movie version, I have no idea. I never watched the movie versions. So I'm not going to contest it. If it's in the movie version, I'm going to say 100%. If you're going to say from anything else, I'm going to go no. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. Oh, that's what we're supposed to do. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. ... exclamation mark, chat. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, we got objectioned. Objection! I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. So close. We almost got it. We almost got a 3-fer. Oh, now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Well, I mean, we're now going to present the business card because it's got our cell phone number on it. So let's present it. Take that. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card added to the court record. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. We can see. There we go, chat. We are illiterate. Confirmed. We did it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Judge, please retire. I'm begging you, says chat. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the name on the card. That is so tempting. That is so tempting to press. I'm gonna do the back of the card. Let's just win the case. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What? Why is my phone? What is this stupid sounding ringtone? Beep. Mr. Wellington. How strange. I can almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No! It can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. He's strangling himself. Plunk. There we go, the completion of the theme. And now we killed somebody in court. A new achievement for Phoenix Wright. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid, and he's lost all ability to make rational judgments. Oops. Sorry, I thought I was hitting confirm there. I accidentally clicked out. And then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
Pretty sure the bailiff should have intervened. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things they get away with in the courtroom, like bringing actual weapons onto the stand. Next to the judge, no less. Kirk says, hey, Phoenix is the true criminal. It's true. It is a crime that he's still allowed to enter the courtroom.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
I knew the real you would shine through eventually.
That is extremely, extremely, extremely optimistic.
I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Those are a lot of highlights. Confetti, yeah. Gotta get the confetti out, chat. Listen.
Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed on almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, never won or even tied a game of tic-tac-toe.
Well, I mean, that last one is your fault. That has nothing to do with luck. You're just bad at tic-tac-toe.
My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me.
Well, you said... I was about to mention Dango just before you said that. So, see, the thing is, in the Phoenix Wright universe, everybody can qualify to be a police officer. I mean, do you see how incompetent the force is? Do you think they even bother giving tests to people? I don't think so. They're like, can you wear a uniform? You're in. Like, that's, I'm pretty sure that's the only, and even then, that's not true because we had the cowboy officer. So I think it's just you're alive. Exactly, in parameter, exactly. If you're alive, if you could vaguely speak, you could qualify. Can you hold a badge? I think that would be it. Can you put it on one of your ridiculous outfits in the Phoenix verse?
What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk.
Oh, did you shove her into traffic? That would be hilarious.
I gave her my hand and... before I knew it, we're having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
I'm sure I can hold the badge and grabs the attorney's badge, pretty much.
That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, her head being all messed up.
Well,
I don't think my head is all that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet.
Oh my gosh, that reminded me of Eternia. Oh no, not the Eternia flashbacks.
I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Ooh, that's a pretty low bar. But then again, everything dealing with Phoenix is a pretty low bar, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
Oh no, chat, she faded away. She no longer exists. Chat already saying, chat is saying Phoenix is very messed up. True. Although arguably no damage was done to his head because he didn't know how to be a lawyer in the first place. I mean, if somebody can remind you what your entire job is and 4 sentences is enough for you to perform your job, you're not exactly crossing like a big hurdle in life when it comes to doing your profession. Phoenix sighs. What a horrible day. She's gonna drown in her ocean of good luck. You know what, to be honest with you, I don't know if she shows up in the future. I'm assuming she does at some point. Turns out you don't need to be a lawyer to be a lawyer. I think so. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. Great to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. Don't worry, she's no one important. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Is it because she hit him? Detective Gumshoe. Someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. He's also been a good ally during others. The judge, he's useless. He's actually useless. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions, aka a bad judge. In the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. Does he? Does he though, Phoenix? Does he? There are several times he was gonna end the case where he was clearly wrong. This person, I haven't got a clue. Oof. Seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. Oof. Maybe if Phoenix takes a look at the thinker, he'll remember. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. We know what's kind of funny is we really did not spend a lot of time with her in the first game. Most of the time we just kind of ignored her. Like we've had, I think, almost more time with Old Bag than her. Like this, let that settle in, chat. Like we've had almost longer conversations with some of these witnesses than her. She is like incidentally in a couple of scenes, but honestly. How did the guy steal the phone with the 2 guards being there? They're actually sleeping under the cap. They've been asleep this whole time. Imagine an alternate universe where Old Bag ends up our assistant. Pretty much. For example, to Nick, what's wrong? He keeps staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Alternate universe replays defense attorney Edgeworth. That's true. Actually, it hasn't been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Ugh, this character. Well, chat, I'm not in the mood to start with this character. I'm so not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood. We're gonna save that for another week. This character is the start of where I started to get irritated at the game. Let's end the stream on a good note and not think about that. Yeah, let's go save. I am not a fan of that character in the slightest at all. So, why don't we pause here for now, chat? I'm still feeling a bit under the weather. I don't really want to push it. So let's chat. So how do we feel the first case went? What do you think, chat? If you were comparing this game compared to the other game, which case had a better tutorial case so far? I'm just curious what the chat's opinion is. We'll put some music on as we wait. Listen to that music as per usual. Complete with the beep, apparently. Oops. I was trying to think what the full name of the MMO was. That was bothering me from earlier. I know a song, for example, on that sound. Oh, you know what it is? It's because the game wasn't in English. Let me think about it. No. Why did the music stop, by the way? I'll just go forward. That's fine. Jack, can I already imagine what's going to happen with the character? Kind of. It gets worse than you think it does, though. This case needed more butts and more secret clocks. I feel this may have been a stronger tutorial case with the twist of the phone. Yeah, it was definitely... I feel like definitely the case itself was stronger. I believe the game I was trying to think of was... I was going to call it GE, but I think it's like Granado Espada. Had some... We'll listen to that soundtrack, I think, on PSO at some point. Remind me, Trent. We got to listen to that soundtrack. That soundtrack is surprisingly good. So when we're done with our Sonic stuff, we'll do that. But anyway, that's for a different game. That was gonna bother me. I was like, I know how to look it up, but... So I would have gone off of that soundtrack since it had a version of the Toccata and Fugue. More murder clocks. Yeah, so far no buts. So not every case is related to him. However, I will state though, I feel we're about to go downhill from here. So enjoy the cases while they last. But for now, I think we'll pause. We'll save probably the next case for later. I could have gone maybe another hour, but as I said before, I'm still not 100%. So let's do that when I'm feeling better. Plus, I need to have patience since these cases are going to be kind of long. I have a feeling for most of these cases, we're going to be splitting it into 2 parts. So let's do what we can next week. And we'll see where it goes from there. By the way, chat, fun fact, mind your own business, pal. 27.1% of players have the achievement that we got today. So there you go. But apparently only 10.7% answered Mia Fey when they asked who the defendant was in the first case for the please turn in your badge from the first game. The more you know, chat. So overall, I do think this was a slightly better tutorial. I think there was at least a little bit of a mystery. Like, obviously we knew who the murderer was. And I think that kind of ends up being a problem with a lot of the Phoenix Wright cases. It's not specific to this case, but they really gotta stop showing you who did it. As I feel like when you're not sure or you find yourself second guessing, the case itself is a lot more interesting. So we'll see as we go through. I mean, there's always going to be the, oh, that's the obvious villain design. And we'll get through it. But I will state, I don't think this is the worst case we've experienced so far. I definitely rated above, in terms of difficulty, the first case in Phoenix Wright. I just think some of the characters are a bit more memorable in the first game. And we'll see how chat feels about it one way or another. I did like this villain freak out though. I might not remember him very well after this game, but he did have a nice freak out. So it was nice to see that. So if we're comparing freakouts, tutorial cases, this one beat it, hands down. You will always have your Nefariouses, yeah. So we're going to be seeing quite a few freakouts throughout the game, and hopefully chat will have to look forward to those. But I think for now, chat, we're going to take a little break from Phoenix Wright. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw so far. And I think from that standpoint, we'll, I guess, conclude the video here. We still have a little more to talk about, don't get me wrong. But I think that's enough Phoenix Wright for tonight. So with that, let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. So far, first case is fine. There were a couple ones where I could very easily see newer players selecting the wrong option for presenting the evidence, even though the idea was very straightforward. We didn't fall into those traps, and I mentioned them as we played through the game. But we're not quite at the frustrating part of the game yet. This is just kind of the warm-up, which I find funny enough because sometimes I actually struggle the most with the tutorial cases because of how slow it goes, and I want to skip those steps of evidence because I'm like, just look at the damn photo. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I just feel like shaking the characters. But I guess we'll get there. But for now, thank you for watching to this point, YouTube, or if you've been watching this on the VOD, thanks again, and hope to see you again in the next part.